Hey, Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Well, look where I am. Psychic Bob is back home. That's right. I got really early this morning, like 5 a.m., and caught the early train, and I'm back home from my mom's. I want to say thank you. Thank you to all of you who sent so many kind messages of support to my mom and me as we've been dealing with the passing of my mom's little Chihuahua Jake. And I tell you, I still miss that little boo. That's what I call my little boo. But your kind prayers, your support certainly means a lot to my mom and me. And so my mom said to me this morning, she said, now make sure when you do your video, tell them how much their letters meant. So I want to say thank you again to all of you who sent my mom and me so many kind letters. That little dog Grizzly, he's getting really attached to me. And I felt really bad leaving this morning because he could tell, those dogs, they know when you're going away. And he was moping around my room, looking at my suitcase. He knew. So I sat down and had a little talk with him. I said, Grizzly, I'm going away, but I'll be back. I kind of think that he understood, Do y'all ever talk to your dogs like that? I really think they understand a lot more than we give them credit for. So I had a good chat with him. Well, here I am back home. Once again, thanks guys for being here. This week we had a really fun time, and if you didn't see the videos, we had a lot of fun things. Yesterday we had horoscopes. That was a lot of fun. So if you didn't see that, check it out, because everybody that watches that gets their own individual horoscope. So we cover all 12 zodiac signs as well as all the major transits of the week. So definitely check out the video right before this one. Well, here we are, time for messages. So we're going to go through now. For those of you who are new, this is something we do each week, usually on Tuesday, occasionally on Wednesday. But on Tuesday we do messages. And what I do is I grab a bunch of letters and I answer psychic questions from viewers. So if you want to send me a psychic question, what you can do is, write your question in the comment box below this video. You can put it there. Or if it's something you don't want the public to see, you can also send it to me privately at my email, which is readings@robert-hickman.com. And again, in the info box below this video, I'll have the link to my email, to my website, all of that. Now, there is no charge to be on messages, okay? This is absolutely free. This is kind of my community service to the YouTube community. And, I've been on YouTube now going on 10 years. Can you believe it? God, I don't know where time goes. But I love it. And I've been part of YouTube, and so many people have been so kind to me over the years. So I love to do this. Now, if you have something that you really want, you need a lot more information, a lot more detail, you might also consider investing in a private reading for me. Now, I do charge for private readings. I am a full-time professional medium, and this is how I make my living. I do readings all day long for people from all over the world, and I can do that by phone, by Skype, or in person. If you want to get on my schedule for a private reading, see again the info box below. You can call my office, 571-483-2112 to get on my office, or shoot me an email, again, link below. Now, in the private reading, I go a lot more in depth than I can here on messages. So it's a full hour, you and me one-on-one, and we cover everything, past, present, future. We find out who your spirit guides are, what your life mission is, what your theme is about your past lives. And I also answer all your questions. I cover a lot of information. So you might want to think about that as well. Okay, private reading is, I always say, it's an investment in yourself. And for those of you who have had readings with me, I think you can, tell people below, I put a lot of energy into it and really do the best I can. I think I do a quality reading for the money. Well, guys, I am so glad you're here. Well, we're going to jump into the letters here, but before we do that, let's all just take a moment. Let's center ourselves, and let's attune to the spirit world. Okay. I hear Fletcher back here. He just said to me, he goes, he says, you got me up early today. I certainly did. All right, our first letter today, excuse me, I always have allergies when I do video. Is from Green Sorceress. And Green Sorceress writes and says, "Hey Bob, I wanted to check if you can hear my guides shouting any advice. They have signaled me quite a bit recently." Yeah, hi. You know, Green Sources, that's really funny you say that, because when I move into your vibration, I'm literally getting like a pulsing vibration in my ear, which means that there's definitely communication activity going on. I'm hearing a number of voices. I think one of them is like an older woman talking to me. And I keep hearing her say, she said, "Watch June. June is the new energy." It looks like as we get into June, it's like you're getting a fresh burst of energy. This woman, and I keep hearing her talking to me. I'm trying to get her name. Fletcher, what's the lady's name? Okay. All right. Her name is Mav. She's Irish. Her name is Mav. And Mav is saying to you, she said, in the month of June, she said, you get a fresh burst of energy. So it looks like this is a transition time here for you. It's interesting. I keep picking up, like when I go back like the last 6 months, I feel like you've been feeling bound, and I feel like you're feeling like you're ready for some change. And it seems like June is like that. I'm getting career energy here around you. And I keep hearing Mav say, tell her to build it and she'll take off with it. I get the sense around you here that there's some energy connected to starting a business or expanding your own business. And Mav keeps saying, yes, go for it. I keep feeling it as we get to the end of summer, around August, beginning of September, could also come an issue here of a move around you, because I feel like it's like right now you're clearing out a lot of old stuff. It's like I'm getting rid of things that are holding me back. And I feel like this is going to be a pretty intense next few months for you. Good intense, but definitely a lot of changes, a lot of fresh energy, a lot of excitement, okay? So I want you to be listening to the voice of Mav. She's working with you. But from June forward, that's where all this energy starts to kick in. And as I said, impossible move, and I get definitely focus on business. I feel like you're supposed to be developing a business from what she's telling me. I'm getting like a spiritual business, like holistic readings, spell work, product development, all of that, okay? But definitely from June forward, it all kicks in, so be ready. Hope that helps a little bit. Thanks for writing. All right, our next letter is from American Patriot. Hello, American Patriot. And they say, hey, Bob, thank you for another great video. My question is, why am I here? What is my purpose? Hi, American Patriot. You know, you have some very powerful light around you. I'm getting a lot of blue light, rich royal blue. I'm also getting around you a deep blackish purple. What these lights tell me is that one of your life themes is a communicator. And you are here to, in a sense, open people's minds to communicate, to share a message. You also have a lot of blackish purple, which is a good color. It's a deep, dark, almost like looks like black, but it's got a purple element to it. This tells me that you're a wisdom keeper. And what you're here to do is to use your gifts of communication to remind people of that which they have forgotten. I feel like there are going to be a lot of people entering your life here, particularly over this next year, throughout 2018, that are trying to kind of come back to what is essential in their lives. You are really here to help people understand that there is joy in the journey. I feel like there's some kind of social activism energy that's coming here around you, as well, as if the spirit world is trying to get you to kind of be out front, to awaken people. I get the sense, over this next year, well, it's going to be next year and the year after, we're going to have a lot of changes in the United States. And I feel like you're also here as a wisdom keeper to help people kind of see clearly and to move forward in a productive way. I'm getting writing around you as well. So I feel like you have a gift of like kind of being a communicator a channel, a writer, a truth speaker, and be open to some social activism. But you're here really to awaken people. And I feel like inside of yourself, you've been feeling like things aren't quite right, maybe in America and in the world. And I would say, don't just sit in that place of angst. Don't say, gee, America's not what it used to be. I feel that you're here to help people say, you know what? Let's rebuild this country. Let's take it back. Let's make America great again. And so you are here to communicate that. You are here to bring life transformation. I get around you. I don't know if you're doing it currently, but I'm seeing also a business that you're building. I feel almost like it's a nonprofit organization that has, as I said, community activism elements. So I feel like that's also going to be part of 2018 for you. So be ready. You're moving into a leadership position, a communicator position, very much a wisdom keeper, okay? Draw from your inner voice. Don't just listen to, the media and the world at large, because a lot of the world right now is a little, hectic. Draw from that inner strength, and you'll understand how this light around you is going to give you power to move forward, okay? So, why you're here? To awaken the world. How are you going to do it? With your gifts of communication and wisdom. Don't be afraid. You know your message. You do. You say, what's my message? You know your message. We'll talk about it more if you don't understand, but I know you understand. All right. Hope that helps a little bit. Keep me posted. Blessings to you. All right. Our next letter is from Luis Perez. Hello, Luis. Luis says, my dear Bob, can you please help me understand my work situation? For some reason, my boss does not want to give me the title that I deserve. I have passed the exam required for the position, and the title should not be a problem considering that I've already been doing the job for 4 years now. I believe he likes and appreciates my work. Will I ever get the position I deserve? Hi, Luis. Really good questions here. And, this is, let me tell you, some of the delays around you are coming from a few different areas. One of them is that I feel that the company that you're in has had a little slower financial growth this past year than they wanted. The good news is from May forward, I see the economy and the nation overall improving. And I feel like your company will feel that upswing and there's going to be a lot more confidence. I do feel also that you are ready to take on that title. In terms of timing, I have to tell you, I'm not seeing it, though, to around September of this year. So there's going to be a little further delay. But I don't want you to quit or throw in the towel because things have been a little challenging in the economic area for your company. As I said, that is going to change. And if you can hang in there through the summer, once we get to September, you're going to be saying, gosh, I'm glad I stayed. I got my new position. I see more money for you as well. So I do see increase in advancement. I don't think it's time to quit yet. It is going to require a little more patience, but I am seeing it for you. So I hope that helps. Hang in there. You will get your title, and I see increase come September. Okay? Hope that helps. Thanks for writing. All right, our next letter is from Mary Tyrion. Hello, Mary. Oh, just flipping my water. Hold on. It's not a good day unless I spill a cup of water. All right. Bear with my voice, guys. When I get tired, my voice gets all raspy. I didn't sleep much last night. Mary Tyrion says, Dear Bob, I am currently struggling financially and in my career. My career growth is hindered, and I feel that I have contributed to my obstacles with my career choices. I've also separated from my husband in June of 2017. I have an 8-year-old little boy. Will I get hired soon? Do you see a positive change in my life? Hi, Mary. First of all, hon, I want to tell you, I know you're struggling. You know, when I step into your frequency, I'm getting a dark blue light. That tells me that from an emotional and a spiritual place, you're feeling really shut down right now. Don't take that as an ominous sign. It's just where it is, okay? Sometimes when I have to tell people they're kind of shut down, they freak out and think that means all of life is over. And it doesn't. But we have to look beyond the moment. And I tell you, as I look beyond the moment here, I am seeing change around you. Now, I have to be honest, doesn't look like it's till June. So you're having a little bit longer of delay. But don't let that scare you, because come June, I feel like you've got a whole different energy cycle going. You know, in terms of your career, I have to tell you, when I step into your light, I'm getting a few different colors here. I'm getting a sky blue light around you. I'm also getting some yellow light and some orange light. What that means is that's connected to your life themes, your life energy. Sky blue tells me that you're very good at networking. You're good at connecting with people. You're good at communication. Yellow light tells me that you have a natural teacher in you. You are an educator. Whether you work in a school or not, you are an educator. You can be an educator in any field, really. And you have orange light, which tells me that you are good at drawing people to you. I feel like as we go into the summer, into the end of May and going into June, those lights are the predominant lights around you, which tell me energetically things are picking up for you. And I do feel that come June, you're going to move into a new position. Now, I have to tell you, I want you to look at your current work, because I feel like in your current work, these life themes of communicator, educator, and the orange also means artist energy, channel/artist. I feel like none of these are really being honored in their full degree right now. I think you're very talented. I think you're very intelligent. I think it's literally a situation of the location that you're at. I feel you are ready for change, but I want to tell you, don't be afraid of change, because I feel like right now that blue light is also making you feel very scared, and it's putting you out of touch with what's real around you. And what's real around you is that you actually have a lot of power, but it's almost like you're forgetting it and you're doubting yourself, and that's not going to get you anywhere. What I want you to do every day is I want you to literally visualize these three colors around you. I want you to see blue light, I want you to see yellow light, and orange light. And I want you to draw these into your body, because these are your power colors that are connected to your life theme. And as you look for jobs, I want you to say, does this job honor each of these life themes? If you took in a job, for example, as an accountant, just sitting in a back room crunching numbers, wouldn't work for you. You would do very well to work in, for example, teaching, whether private school, public school, or in the corporate world. I can really see you teaching seminars, doing training. I think you're very good with people, very natural communicator, and you draw people in. That orange light is a channel, but it also means drawing people. And so I think you do very good in that area. I think you could also do good in sales. But in terms of sales, I would think in terms of large sales, like selling, jumbo jet airliners or cruise ships. There are actually people who sell airplanes and ships. I've actually read for people do this. So you want to think in terms of big stuff. If you want to do real estate, you'd be good at that, but it's got to be large sales, not just little houses. I'm talking like selling entire buildings. This is where your success is. You have a much more dynamic quality, and if you honor that, that's going to work for you, okay? So I do feel like, you're ready for change. In terms of where you are, that blue light does make things at the moment feel slow. So I'll just be honest, even if you don't not send out resumes, but it will be harder to kind of break through until we get to June. So it doesn't mean don't do it. I want you to practice, and go on some interviews, even for jobs that you're not interested in. Now, the reason I say that is I keep seeing a job interview around you, and it's like you apply for something and they call you, but I feel like you go and you think, oh, it's not really what I want. But I also feel like because of your personal energy, other offers outside of that job may come to you. So like you go apply for, a sales position somewhere, and suddenly they say, hey, we'd like you to look at being vice president of sales, not just sales manager. It's like a step up because they're going to sense your power. So go ahead and apply, be open to change. It looks like it's really more around June that it breaks through for you, but you're not far from that. Just hang in there, okay? As for your son, God bless him. He has around him a lot of yellow light, very intelligent. And I see him doing really well. I know that this transition time has been hard for him, but you keep telling him you love him, he's going to make it through, okay? So that's what I see right for the moment. Let's focus on June. Focus every day on those lights, and let's make it happen. I hope that helps a little bit. Blessings to you. All right, our next letter is from Amy Bell. Hello, Amy. Amy writes, says, Psychic Bob, should I go to my 20-year high school reunion? Part of me wants to, but high school was a hard time in my life. Thanks, Psychic Bob. Oh, Amy, that's a really good question. I think so many of us struggle with these sort of life transition points. And what you're talking about here isn't just about a get-together. It's about recognizing transition. You know what I'll say? That the short answer is just go. Just go and have fun. The longer, more detailed answer is, I want you to go there with the intent already set, that you are proud of who you are. Now, I'll be honest, there are going to be a few of the show-offs. You know who they are. They'll show up and they'll be driving the brand new Rolls Royce and talking about their 5 houses in Beverly Hills and how they're friends with, Jennifer Aniston. Okay, you're going to have that. Don't let that make you feel less than or bitter. Many of the people who have the greatest of success right after high school, many times they also jump into things just to jump into them, and ultimately they're not happy. Now, that's not to say that everybody who's successful is unhappy. But when these reunions come, don't try to take everything so much at face value, because your going there allows you a few opportunities. One is to see just kind of what happened. It's always interesting. The other thing is it allows you to release some of the past hurt. Is it going to bring up some of the sorrow of that time? Probably. But whenever we have pain that comes up, it's a chance for us to recognize it and release it. And it's very interesting because I won't give names, but when I was in high school, I knew some people, some of the popular crowd, who used to talk down to me like I was a common little peasant, And when I went to one of my reunions and I saw the people who were so glamorous and powerful, some of them were literally coming out of a period of homelessness. And they weren't so glamorous. Now, I didn't look at that as like, ha, you got your due for being mean to people. It really made me very humble because I realized that this world is very transient. And it was very interesting because I was in a position in my life where I was starting to have some success. I'd gone to previous gathering when I was really in a bad point in my life, and I really did feel kind of, gee, I haven't made it. But if you're feeling in your life, gee, I haven't made it yet, don't worry about it. Go, because you're making it. And what's important is that you keep who you are always present. Don't put on an act to impress them. Just be you, because your genuineness will draw to you the very people who you thought were coming there to attack you. It's very interesting because, you know, when I was in high school, people never thought that I'd have a psychic career. I did psychic stuff as a hobby, but it wasn't really anything that I was going to make a career of, so I thought. And when many of my high school people found out that I now do psychic work, they're a little scared, a little shocked. Little psychic Bob? What? You see, so it's a time to reconcile the past. It's a time to have fun. You know, I ended up meeting up with people I haven't seen in years, and it was really nice. I didn't realize how much joy I'd had, how much I forgot. You know, a lot of times we forget a lot of the moments that made those years. I know you had a difficult time, but I bet you also had a few. I'm sure there was at least one or two good times. Wouldn't it be nice to meet some of those people who are part of those good times again? So I want you to go, because I think for you it will be eye-opening. I think it'll be healing. And also, it will give you a chance to be a healer to others. You're a very spiritual person, Amy. And what you will find is that there are people that will approach you at that reunion. Some of them may have been very powerful in high school. You know, the rich families, the prestige of popularity, and, you know, we've all seen that. But you may find them in a humbled circumstance, and they may reach out to you seeking your friendship now. And it's a really amazing exchange when these sort of things happen, because they give us a time to understand life's complexity. You know that saying, therefore for the grace of God go I. So I want you to go to not only receive healing, but to be a healer. I think you'll be very amazed at the experience. I think it'll be fun too. So there you go. I hope that helps a little bit. Thanks for writing. Oh my gosh, guys. Well, we are now at the part of our show which we call Spirit Shoutouts. Now, Spirit Shoutouts are messages that I just received. Sometimes as I'm sorting through the mail, a letter, you know, will come and say, it's not even necessarily somebody asking for a reading. They'll just write and say Bob, love your show, or like, you know, could be anything. And sometimes the message will just flash through. So I write it down. So I'm going to read to you some of the shout-outs that I received this week. All right, our first spirit shout-out is for Spiritual Peace. Hello, Spiritual Peace. Listen, I've got a message for you. You have a Native American guide that's been talking to me. And this is Chief White Eagle, very powerful Indian spirit, Native American Indian spirit. And he keeps talking to me about that you are being called to Sedona, Arizona. It's like he wants you to travel there with him. They keep talking about the summer around August here. So it looks like August will be an opportunity for you to do some travel. And you might want to consider going with your spirit person, Chief White Eagle, to Sedona. Okay? So they're calling. It's not a command. You don't have to do it. But they're just going to open some opportunities for you, and they're inviting you. All right, so let me know. Thanks for being here. All right, my next spirit shout-out is for Jeanette Kennedy. Hey, Jeanette, I have to tell you, when I saw your name flash on one of my screens here, I kept getting a lot of blue and purple light around you. You know, you're really opening spiritually right now. And the spirit people are just keep telling me, like, they keep saying, let her accept her gifts. You definitely are working in the higher self. You have a lot of clairvoyance, a lot of dream gifts, a lot of precognition. I want you to keep a notebook and write down your psychic impressions, because it's like they're trying to get your attention and give you messages, okay? I see a mediumship gift developing here, and I feel like you're going to be doing a lot of mediumship work as we go through 2018. All right, hope that helps. All right, and our next spirit shout out is for Kelly Ann. Hello, Kelly Ann. Listen, I have to tell you, I'm getting Pleiadians talking to me today. I keep getting these flashes. There's these two tall Pleiadians. One's a male, one's a female. Beautiful, long blonde hair. The guy's got like shoulder-length hair, and the girl's hair is really long all the way to her back. Beautiful, piercing, large blue eyes. They're very beautiful. But they're holding up their hands, and I literally see white light coming out of it. I keep seeing this flash around you. And they're saying that they're imparting healing energy to you. So you're definitely working with the Pleiadians. I didn't get their individual names, but they just said, tell them the Pleiadians are with them. So, Kellyanne, you got Pleiadians bringing healing energy to you. I also get the sense they're raising your vibration because you're going to also do some healing works yourself. And it looks like you have a natural gift for healing. And I want you to explore working with the Pleiadians. It's like they want to channel power through you. So you're definitely getting some healing power for yourself and healing to give to others, okay? In terms of yourself, I get the sense it's more emotional healing rather than physical healing. But if you have any physical issues, let them help with that as well. But they keep saying, they said, we're lifting her up to a higher plane and of clarity of vision. So I feel like you've been feeling blocked emotionally lately. The Pleiadian people, the star people are working with you, all right? So be open. You might want to visualize this white light coming into you and ask them to be present. Okay, there you go. Oh my gosh, guys, I don't know where the day goes. That's all the time I got for messages. But listen, pop over to my website. Check out my books. All of these are available over at robert-hickman.com. Get them, read them, enjoy them, learn from them. And we'll have more about that soon. Well, listen, thanks for being here. Thanks for all your love and support. You guys are best. Listen, keep it here at Spirit Channel. We got more coming. Tomorrow's Wednesday. That means Wiccan Wednesday, so we'll be back here with something fun. If you didn't see Sunday's program, also on Sunday we did the Witching Hour. You might want to go see that. We had a lot of fun with Lady Angela and Lord Tony. We all had a great time. So, listen, help me out. I need your help. Like this video, favorite it, share it with your friends, hit subscribe. Post this video on Facebook, post it on your YouTube channels, put it wherever you want. Help me get the word out about Spirit Channel. You guys are best. I love you. It's good to be home. We'll see you tomorrow. Blessed be.